It's Rock Tales live at 5. Yeah, baby. It's Friday. I can't wait. I love today. I love today's music. Oh, hell yeah. If you like Ronnie James Dio as much as we like Ronnie James Dio, then you better pick up the phone and you better call us. God damn it, call the Rock line. 855-601-ROCK. 855-601-7625.
Amit, that's 855-601-ROCK.
Are you channeling Dio right now, Brendan J. Smith, my brother from another
Talking
mother?
to you, my good friend Amit, through the vessel of Brendan Smith's body. Yes, hello to you.
Ronnie, I miss you. I love you. I celebrate you. Can you do me a favor? Can you just stay in Brendan's body forever?
I can attempt to make that happen for the next hour.
I know Brando's body is a temple. You know?
Especially in the last week. You know, he saw the Dead and Company last Saturday.
Oh.
At the Forum in Los Angeles.
Did he?
Where I've played many times.
So was it half Brando in his mind and half your mind? Did he take you to see those shows, Dio?
You know, Amit, that's a fantastic question. I only came into Brendan's body this afternoon.
Oh, so you missed
in
those
anticipation of this glorious show, which we are celebrating if you will, the 40th anniversary of Holy Diver.
One of your greatest records of all time.
My debut solo record, of course, after I left Tony and Geezer in Black Sabbath. But yet here we are, 40 years later.
So will you, now that it's the real Ronnie James Dio coming through Brendan J. Smith's Hyperstone body, will we get deep insights into the recording process and, you know, how the whole record was made and, you know, all the drama, the interpersonal dynamics? Are we going to hear any of that stuff? Or?
It was a fantastic time, 1983, Amit. I think you remember young Rick Zappa was a good time in his life.
Yeah, well, it sure was.
The Thompson Twins' Into the Gap album, I don't believe had been released yet.
I know.
That was yet to come out. But
yeah, so at that point, the only great music I was exposed to was really my father's and your music. So it was going to take a few more moments before my life would forever be changed by the Thompson Twins' Into the Gap.
Which is why I'm here. I want to thank you personally, Amit. I never got the chance to do that. You know, I know you have a very close relationship with Wendy, which I appreciate, and you've taken care of her over the years.
Wendy Dio, yeah.
And I want to thank you for that as well.
Oh, it's my pleasure. She is family to me. You know, I cherish every moment I spent with you. And maybe if Brendan does poke through, if he gets back into his own consciousness, maybe he can tell a story that he tells all the time about meeting you for the first time at one of your shows.
Well, I know that story because it's a very special story for me as well.
Would you like to tell it from your point of view?
Well, the story was, this was 2003.
Are you getting all this, Tricky Dicky?
I am.
So this is really special. I mean, this is right off the bat. You know, we've done seances before on our show, but we didn't even have to do that. Ronnie's presence,
it's like a special guest.
And this record is so powerful that bing, bango, bammo, here we are. Ronnie James Dio embodying basically a homeless man's body, right?
Well, he took some...
he could have had anybody's body, Ronnie.
He took a square of mushroom chocolate for the Dead and Company.
Okay.
And I think that opened up a channel. And he had been thinking about this all week long, this special show. So I thought I would just take over.
You know, after the health problems that he had, I would think he'd choose a different body.
That's what I was trying to get at, yeah. Out of all the bodies, Ronnie could have picked, you know... He could have picked Gotti, our director. How about that?
Gotti, are you in there?
Yes.
Are you? Can you believe how special? You know, ladies and gentlemen, the voice of God, Naughty Gotti, coming through. Can you believe that we have the Ronnie James, the spirit of Ronnie James Dio, on Rock Tales right now? How important is that? How special is that?
Well, again, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of my debut solo album, Holy Diver.
Look, however this happened, I feel it's an exclusive. This is pretty magical. But our show is called Rock Tales. We do talk about records, and we have adult beverages. And I'm drinking some very delicious
Water?
Mountain Valley spring water, right? So I'd love a cocktail. Do we have is Captain Cocktail here?
Is Captain Cocktail in the building? I think is what you would have to ask.
Can I have him make a special drink for you?
Fantastic, Amit.
That would be wonderful.
You know, I'm looking at the comments in the chat room already.
Yeah.
And already Jay, I know he's a loyal listener of the show.
Yeah.
Jay writes.
Are you just picking that up from Brando's memories?
He's trying to fight through. Okay. But Jay has written the words, "Oh Christ, what's the over/under on the number of times the word Boddingtons is used?"
Yeah. Well, because for our people like Jay who know the show, you do mention quite often, or rather, Ronnie, I have to tell you, Brendan J. Smith, my brother from another mother, oftentimes tells the story of you giving him a Boddingtons. I'd love to hear it from your perspective, though, what that meeting was like, meeting Brendan for the first time.
Well, I remember it like it was yesterday, Amit,
right. Tell me.
Captain Cocktail, of course, coming into the studio. It was backstage at
Captain
Irvine Meadows.
Yes. Oh,
in
yeah.
Irvine, California. We were playing on a triple bill. It was Iron Maiden. It was my friends in Motorhead and my band.
Captain Cocktail, this is a special moment for you, too. I don't know if do you know of Ronnie James Dio? Do you know his music at all? Oh, I don't think your mic's on. You're on.
Ronnie came to me in a dream last night.
Wow. This is a very
Coming
spiritual.
to two people. This is amazing.
The two people that Ronnie is going to.
The two people he chose to inhabit.
Somewhat incongruent that Ronnie would come to me, but he came to me.
You think he would have stayed in Steve's body?
I mean, look at this guy, right?
a choice?
It's just, you know.
It's a Captain Cocktail to you.
All right.
You know. And Ronnie said that there is a very special drink.
Oh wow!
I did.
What is this? I need a cocktail stat so I can
Ronnie,
actually believe all this Michigan.
Would you like to tell a story, Ronnie?
Well, the story that I was telling before Captain Cocktail came in was the story that I was elaborating on was when Amit and Brendan came backstage at Irvine Meadows.
Okay.
They had a business situation with me and the band, and we had a case of Boddingtons in the trailer, and I had recognized Brendan from the first time he had seen me, which was Dio and Dawkin in 1983 at Tingley Coliseum in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And I had a special connection with him, and I recognized him from all the different times he'd seen me in the past.
Okay.
And I handed him a Boddingtons, and I simply said, "Would you like a Boddingtons, Brendan?"
Well, I'd love for you to recreate that experience. Why don't you, Ronnie James Dio, give
Yourself.
Brendan a Boddingtons again? And I'll take one of those.
What I would like to say is, would you like a Boddingtons, Amit?
I would. Thank you, Ronnie. I would. Absolutely. Ooh.
Would you like a Boddingtons, Richard?
Sure.
All right. Oh.
Would you like a Boddingtons, Captain Cocktail?
Absolutely.
Careful. It's going to spill everywhere. We need some napkins.
Tap the top.
I messed that up.
Tap the top.
Well, cheers. Cheers to you.
You know who turned me on to Boddingtons is Tony Iommi.
Did he?
Tony loved Boddingtons.
Cheers. Cheers.
To Ronnie.
I love drinking beverages that can spill over electronics. That's great.
Ronnie.
Cheers.
That's delicious. Thank you for turning me on to Boddingtons, Dio. It's delicious. Is that some special napkins, perhaps?
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, you're back? Oh, Brandon, you're back? Magically, you're back?
Through.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
Wow.
I felt that. That was exciting.
I think I'm the only guy that makes sure that my napkins or dish towels or paper towels are always black, like my soul. All right.
Didn't even know they made those until I started coming here.
Yeah, I'm super.
They're all over
I'm
the place.
Super anal that way. Anywho, guys.
Well, cheers to your Boddingtons.
Thank
because
you,
Thank you.
Captain Cocktail.
It was
Cocktail.
an easy one today.
Well, yeah.
However, it was
delicious.
apropos. So
Well,
salud.
I love you, Ronnie. I know you're up there looking down on all of us. You are the king of rock and roll.
Pour it out now, right?
No, you don't. You fucking pour it down your stupid face.
Come on.
It's delicious. Cheers.
Click.
To Ronnie. And to his first solo record, Holy Diver.
Released on May 25th, 1983.
Fucking awesome.
Amazing.
Delicious.
Fucking awesome. Okay, let's do this. Should we take a break right now? Or?
Take a break,
Yeah.
come back, get some history of Ronnie.
Okay.
I do have a concert review that I'd like to do. I have
do that now.
Yeah,
I have
do that
two
now.
concert reviews.
Do that now. Let's do that.
Let's do that right now?
Yeah, please.
Well, in the last week, like I said, Dead and Company at the Forum last Saturday.
Wait, hold on. Do these concert reviews? I'm suspicious that's just going to be you telling us how high you got to music. Is that what this review is going to be?
Well, I will tell you this: that on a little time, I haven't partaken of certain things in a long time.
Okay.
I just took a teeny bit
Of what?
of a little piece of chocolate.
A mushroom chocolate.
A mushroom chocolate.
How was it?
It was fucking phenomenal. and by the way, the back in the day, 40 years ago I was a pro.
Yeah.
35 years ago I was a pro. Haven't done it since Jerry died. Last time I did any kind of hallucinogenic was when the Dead played in Las Vegas the summer before Jerry
But wait,
Garcia died. It's been a long time.
People are microdosing, and it's
But
not.
parents are microdosing.
I know it's mom chocolate at this
It's
point.
mom chocolate, which I also found out last night at the Cure. Because apparently everybody, all the Valley moms were microdosing at the Cure last night.
Okay.
I was told that. Anyway,
But wait, a microdose. When you were doing it full stop 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Is this a better product? Like a little bit? Was it?
well, then
I have no
we
comparison
ate.
here.
We ate. I don't know if Captain Cocktail partook
Yes.
of this at the University of Southern California, but we would eat a handful of mushrooms, maybe throw up, and then see colors and
fall asleep.
think about thoughts of God and all that stuff, and hilarious. I got behind the counter of a Burger King once and pretended that I worked there.
Oh my
In
God.
Evanston, Illinois. Got on the microphone.
Did you?
Told all my friends that their burgers were ready. I'll make your burgers
Oh
ready.
my God.
Okay? But this was like I was given a little tiny piece, knowing the person who was Julia Wolof,
The
who
hobbler?
gave me the little tiny piece.
Okay.
And it was the perfect amount. And all it did was made me realize that one, John Mayer is fucking incredible.
Okay. So you're in love
And-
with him now.
and number two,
love him so much, right?
The light show that the Dead do, it's the top shelf. It is the top shelf of any light show you will see.
So did you?
Because it's designed by people who take acid.
Did you propose to the hobbler, but it was a man next to you, and you just got all confused?
No. It was. I've actually been higher off a joint,
Okay.
if that makes any sense, or a gummy. It was great, and it was wonderful. And the Dead at the Forum two sold out shows, great set list.
So
They're incredible.
what's better to see when you're high? The Cure
Well,
currently touring,
Well,
Last
that's a good
night.
question.
or Dead and Co.
well, last night I went to the Cure at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, and discerning minds.
And I took
they
a
wanna
gummy
know.
and had a lot of beer, and went with my dear friend Betsy, and we partied, and fucking phenomenal.
So which one's better?
Well, it's a totally different experience because the Cure, it was goth night, lots
Okay.
of people in black,
Right?
but lots of people who live in the Valley, and everyone in Valley Village was there last night.
No one knows.
Literally.
Like no one knows what you're
It's a
talking
nice
about.
part of
That's
Studio
hilarious.
City.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
But
Hilarious.
anyway, long story short, setlist was incredible. They played for 2 hours and 2.5 hours. And Robert Smith, this is not me being high, Robert Smith sounds perfect. He sounds as good as he did 40 years ago. I don't know how he does it because everyone loses a little
Right.
bit of vocal quality.
Right?
There's a situation where there was no secondary market.
Yeah, I saw that.
There was no StubHub. There's no tick
Yeah,
pick. You
they-
had to have tickets through their system, and it worked.
So do you think that they could have just done one show at the Rose Bowl and sold 80,000 tickets?
I think so, but I think they've played the bowl before.
Yeah.
And I think they just know how awesome it is.
So everyone there basically was Ali Sheedy, or you were
100%,
or you were just Judd Nelson from the Breakfast Club. Everyone there was a neo maxi zoomed dweeby.
Well, your cousin was there the night before. Lala was there the night before.
Beautiful.
I mean, it was a sea of Lalas and a sea of Brandos.
Awesome.
And a sea of goth kids, all grown up and successful.
So what you're saying is I would have hated it. Okay, it's Rock Tales, and we'll be back in. I
do want to do mushroom chocolate with you, so we'll figure that out. Mushroom chocolate.
Perfect. All right, back in a second. We're gonna learn about the history of Dio.
Just can't hold my tears away the way you do. At least believe I never wanted this. I thought this time I'd keep all of my promises. I thought you were the girl I always dreamed about.
There's a feeling that's been grown in this country that we love. It's our guts and grit and energy, the drive to rise above. Go for it, America. You've got the gusto now.
Here's to the guys who are making America great. From the guys who make Schlitz, a great American beer.
Have a Schlitz, America. You got the gusto now. You got the gusto now.
My friend Janet has the healthy look of a country girl, but she lives in the city. She's an Ivory girl, all right.
Healthy-looking skin doesn't come from where you live. Exercise, eating right, and washing with a soap like Ivory are what count. I don't like a soap with deodorant or heavy perfume. Ivory gives me a natural kind of clean. And I like that.
Healthy-looking skin. Ivory can help you have it, too.
To me, Ivory's like country air and sunshine.
If you know a healthy-looking Ivory girl, write us.
Thursday, a ghost from the past.
The boy from Atlantis.
The kid is real. Unearths a murder case that might end Magnum's future. And when $1 million deal turns deadly, Rick trades places with AJ in a scheme only a mother could love.
Did you know your eyes change color when you're about to do something stupid?
Simon and Simons. Then Gary gets closer to the truth about Empire Valley.
You've been in on this from the beginning.
And the truth is murder.
How do you want me to do it? Quietly.
Knots Landing, Thursday.
Welcome back to Rock Tales.
Oh, yeah. It's Rock Tales, live at 5. It's Friday. It's the cocktail hour, haunted by Ronnie James Dio.
It's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, it's a long weekend. It's party weekend, right? What better way to spend Memorial Day weekend than with some classic metal? Beautiful. And great advice. If you're partying hard this long holiday weekend, don't talk to strangers, because they'll fuck you up.
Don't get in their white vans.
Yeah, don't get in their white vans. I'm going to Big Bear.
So jealous
this weekend.
I'm so jealous. I'm jealous.
Why are you jealous?
Because I want to go up to Big Bear.
Drive up.
Are you going to go snowboarding?
I'm not going to go snowboarding.
Skiing?
No, nope.
Is the vibe just hanging out in a nice A-frame type house, cooking and hanging and sitting around? I love it.
It's barbecue with the kids.
Yeah.
And some of their friends.
I love it.
That's what we're doing.
Oh.
But, my kids like you. You're basically a giant child, so come up there.
He is good with kids.
Play in the sandbox.
Kids love me. They
eat your own poop.
Mm-hmm. I love Big Bear.
I do too.
Yeah.
Do you like, for people who don't know, we do the show in Los Angeles, and
Big Bear is a mountain community. Roughly an hour and 45 minutes outside the city of Los Angeles.
That's right. That's right. And you can either go to Big Bear or a little bit further. Do you hit Arrowhead first or Big Bear first?
Depends on which way you drive up, but generally you hit Arrowhead first. You go around the other
thank
side.
you, Captain
this.
Cocktail.
Oh,
Look at this
my
guy.
Goodness
I love
gracious.
it. Thank you. I really needed some of that Clune Dog.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
Cheers.
Holy Moses.
Should I just drink this from the bottle?
That
That's
is-
kind of the mood.
That is just fancy. That is excellent service from Captain Cocktail.
Yeah. I mean, we do have the full bar. Do we ever turn on the bar cam?
I don't know. Gotti, you want to hit the bar cam?
I don't know what the hell's going on in the other room.
Might be a mess in there.
Probably is. Who knows? We had all that Thai food and shit earlier. There's so many people visiting. There's no one at the bar right now. Bar's empty. Up there's Captain Cocktail. You can see him going to the bar. Look at his hair. It's perfect. Okay, so in all seriousness, people talk about great rock voices. I think we had we went to the Rainbow one night. We may have talked about this on a previous show. And, we were hanging out with a bunch of other musicians and, other people in the music community. And the topic of who has, the best rock voice. Right?
Oh, no.
You remember this
Yes.
fucking story?
Yes. Richie Kotzen.
Richie fucking Kotzen, bro.
The Richie Kotzen.
Yeah, so this guy, he fucking
Eddie
hates
Trunk's
me.
friend, Richie Kotzen.
I guess. I mean,
Comes full circle because we were with Patty today.
Yes, and so we're sitting there and having a delightful conversation, and we're talking about who is the best rock vocal. And according to Richie, when I said it's Ronnie James Dio because that's the right answer, he's like, no, it's not. No, he's not even my second or third or whatever. His number one. You know who it is? I'll give you a clue. It's
Gino Vanelli.
No, it's
Close.
not. It's not. Yeah, close. It's not Glenn Fry. It's
Glenn.
no. That's not the
Not
same first
Glenn?
name.
John Henley?
Yes.
Wait.
Hands down.
Wait.
This and we were all.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Hold on. Are you okay, Brando? You're like, everyone's living in your body. Everyone's.
Hey, Ahmed, I just
Joe Walsh.
doing a swing by. How you doing? And
Cool.
Richie, the guitar player?
Yes.
Richie Kotzen.
Great guitar player, right? Handsome
He's a
dude.
good- yeah.
Fucks his band members. Band
I've-
members' wives.
I've done that.
Thanks, Joe.
But he says, according to him,
yeah,
that Don
yeah.
is the
Yep.
best.
According to, and by the way, Richie Kotzen, maybe I'm wrong.
Does he have an example of a Don song that he thinks is
And
worthy of that kind of praise?
I think he might have just been putting
No.
screws to us.
No, he was dead serious because I pushed him on that, and he got. I feel like it could have gotten into a fist fight
Having been
Oh, no. It was tense.
over a conversation about best rock vocalist. He did come on rather aggressive.
He's not even the best singer in the Eagles.
That's true.
And I got to tell you, that's currently Vince Gill.
Oh yeah, well that you guys, the Hotel California tour. Oh whoa, Brandon, you're back, dude. You're missing so many great things. I love when you're Oda Mae Brown. You're Oda Mae Brendan, and you're just channeling. Anyone get that
We
reference?
should have a
Just two
we should
people
have a
online?
sound effect when my body gets taken over by.
Oh yeah,
Some other being.
A mystical sound effect. Okay, so Richie Kotzen, I'm looking at you, bro. I think you should come on our show and we can openly talk about this in a safe forum about how wrong you are about who is the best rock vocalist, because it's Ronnie James Dio. And I'm not saying that Don Henley doesn't have a great voice, Richie, but Ronnie, he fucking rules. He rocks so hard.
He lives the song.
Mm-hmm.
If he's singing about a wizard,
you believe it.
He's
You know
inhabiting a wizard's body.
Well, he's talking about his time spent with wizards.
Yes.
Because, he's not writing songs like they're I mean, some people might think that they're stories. He's like, no, when I traveled through the ages, it's fact. He's singing facts.
If he's experienced a misty mountain, he knows how to
fact. It's a fact.
Share that experience with you.
He's singing Facts. That's why. That's the best part of this record. No.
Circles and rings, dragons and kings.
Yeah.
Weaving a charm and a spell.
All
blessed by the night.
Yeah.
Holding it bright.
All
called by the toll of the bell.
That's how it works.
You understand every word because
that's how it
he's
works.
singing it properly.
Let's go to the phones. If you want to give us a call, you want to talk about how wrong Richie is, or celebrate celebrate Dio, all you got to do is dial in 855-601-ROCK, 855-601-7625. Max in Orlando. Hi, Maxie Poo. What are you drinking? Welcome back to Rocktails.
Dude, it's been so long, guys. I mean, thanks for taking my call. I'm having a nice glass of white wine, Chardonnay to be exact.
Ooh, lovely.
Thank you for having me.
I
know, right?
Is that a metal shard?
Oh, it's an extreme metal shard.
Perfect.
I think.
Don't let it cut your mouth.
Quick tangent. You need to call a lawyer and you need to get metal shard in
What?
Trader Joe's in the next month.
Well,
Talk to your friend Kashi.
Okay.
How can we make metal shard? Just get that in Trader Joe's.
In just
It'll
classic
sell-
heavy metal style font.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
with umlauts. Just get that on the market.
Metal shard.
Metal shard.
By Trader Joe's.
It's a Russian River Chardonnay.
This weekend, when you're listening to your favorite metal, you need to drink Metal Chardonnay.
Turn the dial and rip the knob off.
Freddy Krueger ain't got nothing on this juice, man.
Sorry, Max.
Okay.
But you'll get a royalty for coming up with metal shard.
So, Max,
I've got my honorary Rocktails shirt on, by the way. Thanks to you guys.
thank you always for being so supportive of the show, a listener and now a viewer. So tell us about any of your favorite Ronnie James Dio moments. Do you love this record as much as we do? It's pretty special anniversary. Pretty fucking awesome all the tracks on this. Great. It's a fucking great record.
I love Dio so much, and I'm so happy I got to see him one last time in 2007 during the Metal Masters tour, where it was Heaven and Hell as the main band, but you had Alice Cooper and Queensryche opening up, right?
Really?
So it's basically the Mob Rules lineup of Black Sabbath going under the name Heaven and Hell. And let me tell you something. When Dio looked in my direction, gave me the horn, I felt like he was actually looking at me. I know he wasn't looking at me exactly.
He was.
But that's the
He
kind
was,
of
Max.
performer
Max, he
that
was.
He was.
Max,
he blessed
was.
you.
Yeah.
He blessed you with his magic power.
Don't overthink it, Max. If he saw you, he stared into your soul, and if it's 2007, he was like, "I'm so sorry, Melrose Place is ending." Was that late? Is that later on?
That's
later on. Wow. That's
Not the right show.
not even the same decade.
Boston Legal. I'm so sorry. Boston Legal is got canceled.
Oh my God.
But dude, so what was your first foray into Dio's music? Because again, for me, it was Heaven and Hell. The Mob Rules, Heaven and Hell, those two records are extraordinary. I love them. They're really actually my favorite Black Sabbath records. I know people feel like that's that's debatable, but I love the Ozzy era too in Black Sabbath, but I play Heaven and Hell and Mob Rules way more than Masters of Reality or you name it. But your first entry was it the same? Was it the Black Sabbath era, and then were you pumped when he had his solo records come out?
Yeah, for me, Sabbath is Ronnie, and I don't want to take anything away as a metal maniac from Ozzy era Sabbath, which is obviously phenomenal in its own right. But to me, again, I'm a younger dude, but my dad, when he first played, he had this entire record collection. And when I discovered that record, I was like, what is this record? I got to hear this record. I saw that album cover. Very curious to hear what the music was on the Sabbath record. And the Ozzy stuff, I liked it, but I wasn't crazy about it. And when I heard Neon Nights blasting through the speakers, that voice,
All right.
I felt like I was I felt like I was in church all of a sudden, metal church. Not the band, but I felt like Dio was preaching.
Yeah, well, because he was
preaching to me. I was like,
it's the rock gospel. He has this voice that it transcends. I don't think he gets enough credit for the mark that he's left on the world of music, not just metal. His voice is so unique, undeniable. You know exactly who it is anytime he's singing. He was a genius. He was someone who was very kind as well. And I love that he could fit in your pocket. That's all great. All
who people are discovering, Ronnie, on YouTube? There's a whole genre of reaction videos where young people of various, ages and colors and professions are listening to this music for the first time.
Thank you.
There's a woman named The Charismatic Voice who's a vocal coach, and Ronnie's her favorite. She'd never heard him before, and now she goes through all of his songs and can tell you technically why he's the best.
Well, because he's so.
But
there isn't
he
anything
blows
he
her
can't
mind.
do with his vocals.
But his theatrical approach to singing is also something that people don't talk about enough.
Yeah, because he's basically, King Solomon of rock. He's extinguishing demonic forces at these shows. I mean, Max, think about if Ronnie didn't look you in the eye, bro, okay, and save your soul, you would have gone home that night. You would have transhermogrified into some, lower echelon demon beast, and you probably would have eaten your way through, your neighborhood wherever you grew up, and you'd be locked up in a penitentiary, and the Catholic Church, would be throwing holy water into your eyes and balls right now.
Had Ronnie not blessed Max, he may have been run over by an ox cart on the way home.
You know what, Brando? Max might appreciate this. Do you think you might just open yourself up so that Max can maybe talk to his hero?
Hit me with the space laser, Richard Sheltinga. Would you hit me with the space laser?
Max, get ready to talk to Ronnie.
Oh, all right, I'm ready.
Hello, Max.
Oh, this is beautiful.
This is Max from Orlando.
Hello, Ronnie.
Hello, Ronnie. I remember seeing Max.
Mr. Dio.
Of course, at the Heaven and Hell show with Tony and Geezer. And I felt the power. And I felt the love. And I had to give the love back. And as I said many times, my grandmother was the person who introduced me to the horns, which is good and bad.
Heaven and hell.
But in that moment with Max from Orlando,
yeah,
I blessed him with the power of metal.
Why him specifically? What was going on in Max's young nubile body that he needed to be blessed by a sorcerer, a rock and roll wizard like yourself, Ronnie?
Well, this was a time when I was concerned that not enough young people were understanding the power of metal.
I mean,
and I was appreciative of the fact that Max from Orlando was in the crowd.
2006, 2007.
It was a tough time.
I mean, a lot of the spelling TV shows were being canceled.
Yes.
Most of the TV we were probably all watching was.
I don't know why you keep going back to TV shows with Ronnie.
What are you talking about?
He doesn't care.
I think you care, right?
Richard, I will tell you that Taxi
was a
one
great
of my
show.
favorite shows of all time.
Yeah. Okay. Did you ever watch Perfect Strangers? 'Cause I feel like you'd like Balky a lot.
Absolutely. Well, Bronson, I don't know if you know this, Amit, where I lived in Encino with Wendy. Bronson lived about a quarter of a mile away.
I see. I could feel that.
Toward the Jackson house.
Well, Max, I hope this brush with greatness has deeply affected you yet again. I hope we provided, any last words for Max before we get Brando back?
Max, I always enjoyed the Encino Gelsons. That's my favorite Gelsons.
How are the meatballs there in the salad bar section?
It's a better Gelsons.
It is?
Yes.
They made great ribs back in the day. I'm not gonna lie. Max, thank you so much for calling and putting up with our shenanigans.
We love you, Max.
Have a great long weekend.
Tell your friends, Max.
responsibly.
We're giving you a charge. You got to tell your friends that we're on YouTube every Friday night, 5:00.
They know. I know. He's a good dude. Is that the guy who I told he needs to shove a? Is that the cheese?
No. That's the guy from New Jersey.
Al.
I was a little toasty.
Yeah, that was a little rough.
I don't know. It's like a weird mood that I was in. I was like,
Yeah.
are you like banging yourself with a cheese dildo or something? I don't know what that was.
No.
It's because you fucking demanded a cheese plate. It got in my head.
He doesn't watch anymore.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, Al's with us. Al's a loyal fan.
He gets it. Well, are we going to dive into this fucking record or not? Or do we need to take another break?
Let's take a break and then we'll dive in.
We'll go track by track.
We'll just be deeply committed to this record.
Let's get a quick.
A quick? Let's get a quick. We can do that.
Quick history of Dio.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll dive into the record.
I love it. I love it. All right, it's Rock Tales. Grab yourself a cocktail, rock out with your cocktails out, and give us a call, 855-601-ROCK. We are celebrating Ronnie James Dio, and we should do this every day. Cheers. Back in a moment.
Oh, the great Northeast is special.
Come on and share the fun.
And we're proud to spread the feeling on Radio 81. Yeah, we're proud to live in the great Northeast. WGY. St. Louis, Missouri.
I guess you could say that I'm rather interested in dreams. I do write about them all the time in the music that I make. Positive dreams that can and will come true if you believe in them, but more importantly, in yourself. But if you let drugs steal the magic from your dreams, you'll soon have nothing but nightmares. Drugs and dreams, they don't mix.
Welcome back to Rock Tales.
It is Rock Tales. We are celebrating how many years? 40 years of Holy Diver.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie James Dio's first solo record. I know you're going to probably talk about this. You're going to give us a brief history of Ronnie James Dio.
Brando-splaining.
Brando-splain. But this was a big challenge. You know, right now it's you know well, you'll get into it because I know we both know this topic pretty well. But this for him, dream come true to have his own record. But he's coming off of, I would imagine, feeling like, you know, shaky ground, some betrayals, and the politics of the partners that he's worked with. And I just love, because it could have been a bad record. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. But the crazy thing about it is that Ronnie had been performing since the late 50s.
He was an elf.
But even before that, he started performing in bands in New York in the late 50s, like doing doo-wop, cover bands.
It wasn't he was a not a trumpet player or was he a sax player?
Yeah, I think he was a trumpet player. but he could sing any genre of rock because he lived the entire genre of rock.
Yeah,
he went through everything. But like, I think that, we'll just do a quick, because everyone knows it. And if people haven't watched the Ronnie James Dio documentary,
which
you can now see online if you haven't watched it, that's what you're doing tonight.
Can you watch it on? Can you watch it on Max?
No.
No, you can't watch it on Max because it's not on Max.
God,
a weird name.
It's a super weird name.
You get rid of, the most
Max from Florida should be suing him.
Yeah,
Max.
True.
I mean, that's just a weird
dumb.
Like, I'm it's like a first name.
It's so dumb.
So lame. They could have gone with anything.
But think about this. Elf. That was his rock band in the late 60s.
Check it out.
Elf.
It's very Faces, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Very little Stonesy.
Yeah.
All the era. He's still playing covers. He's still doing rock and roll. But Elf is somehow able to get on tour with Deep Purple.
Yeah.
Where he first gains the attention of Richie Blackmore.
It's so weird to hear him like with a honky tonk kind of,
Yeah, but he can sing. I mean, I'm sure he can sing. Give me 3 steps, give me 3 steps of mister, give me 3 steps to the door. But anyway, so he gets the attention of Richie Blackmore. Deep Purple is falling apart in the early 70s. DP is falling apart. Lead singer Ian Gillan and Richie are not getting along.
Is it safe to say that things were no bueno at that time?
Well, they get rid of Ian Gillan, and then they get David Coverdale in Deep Purple, and they do a little. He slides in, and then Deep Purple has a little run with David Coverdale, but Richie is not happy, and Richie remembers Elf.
By the way, sidebar: we never talk about David Coverdale. We haven't even covered Whitesnake.
We should do a Whitesnake show.
We've never
I know.
done
We should
that.
do a Whitesnake.
That's unconscionable. What's wrong with us? Keep going.
But Richie remembers Elf. He remembers Ronnie. He calls Ronnie up. He's not happy in Deep Purple anymore, and he says,
"Have you picked
let's
up?"
record together.
Because Wendy put out the Elf records, and you can actually find. I mean, you're probably playing some of. Obviously, you're playing some of the Elf music, but Wendy's been really great at putting out reissuing or putting out not bootlegs, but some of the early recordings, which I really appreciate because it's all the musicians that he worked with. His vocal performances, whatever recording, he's always fucking spot on. It's crazy.
I have not
amazing
heard those.
Pitch.
No, I haven't heard that.
I'll give you some. This is Elf. Isn't this awesome? It is the worst album cover, though. Can we agree? If you see the Elf cover, it doesn't. It feels scary. I feel like if you were gonna have anything to pick from, not scary in, like Eddie or I should know this, but I've been drinking. What's the name of the character?
Eddie?
No.
Iron Maiden?
No, for Dio's guy.
Murray.
Murray. It's not scary like Murray. It's scary as in bad VFX face cover. You know what I mean?
Murray
Murray I don't
isn't
know.
scary.
No.
Murray's kind of
Murray's
scary.
here.
They didn't ride Murray in the way that they should have.
I love Murray.
I love Murray too.
All right, keep going. So
but anyway, he and Richie get together and they make magic right off the bat.
First time I heard this song, okay? Tell me if you guys can relate. You're in the back of a white limousine, okay? Because, your parents don't drive you anywhere, so they have the same limo driver that, picks you up from school when your parents can't go. Anyone?
Wait, you want Brendan and I to relate
Do you relate
to this story?
Do you
our
relate to this
father's
at all?
a famous rock star, and we're in a limo.
I'm just saying. So the first time you hear...
No, I relate.
The first time you hear Man
Can
on the
I
Silver
be
Mountain,
in my mom's Nissan?
Yeah.
My mom's Nissan Sentra?
I can't relate to that, so I don't want to talk about it.
Subaru four-wheel
I don't
drive.
want to talk about it. This feels icky. I
This
can't
is
relate.
like swimming in a public pool.
No,
you.
you don't. Those are the elements. You can't go into that. You'll get, honestly, you know, they talk about the Amazon, how you have to pee through one of those pee strainers because they have the spiny dogfish thing or whatever that will swim up the urine thing and go in your pecker, and it will do the side spike, and then you have to lop it off. I think that's what happens at a YMCA pool too. I swear to God, I will not. I won't do it. I will not, because you get a spike. It's the same. You'll get a microbe in there, and then you're you know.
Can we fight a wizard right now, please? In Stargazer?
Laser effects! Laser effects! Laser effects! Lasers! React! React to the lasers! Thank you! Yeah, theater of the mind. Okay.
Richie Blackmore's Rainbow's a hit. Man on a Silver Mountain, FM classic. They put out Rainbow Rising. This is the template. This album is the fucking template for classic metal.
When you were talking about dropping acid or whatever you were doing, this was their stage presence in Rainbow. That giant, that was actually crazy innovative.
Ahead of its time.
Totally.
A rainbow that lit up in multicolors along with the music.
Yeah.
It's too bad there's not enough footage of that stuff from back in the day. Well, third album. This band, by the way, this assemblage of musicians for this record, Cozy Powell on drums.
Awesome.
This is one of the best rock bands ever put together.
Are you going to burp?
I am going to burp. But what I'm going to say, here comes we're about to hit a twist in Ronnie's career.
Yeah.
Because we put out 3 fucking amazing records with Rainbow. We put out a great live record.
But what happened with Rainbow? Because everyone gets along with Richie Blackmore. So why? How did Dio not get along with Richie
Blackmore? Known to be the nicest man in music.
So easy to get along
guess
with.
It was Ronnie's fault.
I'm sure it was Ronnie's fault.
Didn't they? Wasn't the whole adage? I could be wrong. That they wanted more, I guess, pop songs or something.
Yeah, Richie.
He wanted to be famous.
Known to be one of the prickliest pairs in rock and roll.
And then they turn around and do
Joe Lynn Turner.
I wanna love you all night long. I wanna be with you all night long.
Wait, that wasn't Joey Lynn Turner.
No, it was Graham Bonnet.
Graham Bonnet, that's right.
Right. So he wanted Richie wanted to take Rainbow in an FM radio-friendly direction. He wanted to get away from the wizards and the elves and the kings and the whole thing.
Mistake.
And huge fucking mistake. You put out 3 great records.
You can't disrespect a wizard.
But that's what Richie wanted.
Richie wanted to buy more castles.
They'll put the shine on you, bro. And if you fucking disrespect a wizard, honestly, when was the last time you disrespected a wizard? Go through it. It's okay. It's a safe place.
In the parking lot of the Forum at the Dead and Company last Saturday.
And did your car start?
I don't know.
You're like the only car driving.
I had Taco Bell on the way home.
Oh. So wait, hold on. Is the Hobbler okay?
She had Taco Bell as well.
Oh,
it was really fun. And we had a Taco Bell on Crenshaw and Lamert.
But we can thank Richie Blackmore for this.
Yes, we can. Because it opens the door for this. People should know the real reason that Ronnie came to Black Sabbath at first. Sharon basically hired Ronnie to secretly write songs for Sabbath.
And help Sabbath.
The idea was that he would help because Ozzy was too fucking gone at this point.
Though. Listen for a second.
Right.
This solo right now. Have they done an Atmos mix of this record yet?
No.
This would be fucking awesome.
Warner.
Oh,
it's a Warner. Oh, this is Warner's?
I think Universal has it for the rest of the world.
But it's interesting because Sharon did originally bring Ronnie in to help with Sabbath, help write songs. But they quickly realized that we have the fucking Magic Man on our hands.
Yes.
And Ozzy's just ordering booze from Gil Turner's all day.
Which is still cool. All right, so...
you know Gil Turner's is closed, by the way?
What?
Uh-huh. closed. It's over.
For a remodel.
They're about to blow down that entire block of Sunset. Not just Gil Turner's. That whole block. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yes. That's for another day. And another... We'll have Allison Martino of Vintage LA in to talk about
We
that.
have to. By the way, we have 8 minutes left of the show. Are we going to get to the fucking
So
actual
anyway,
album I want to talk about?
Yeah, Heaven and Hell. Fucking crazy, fucking huge record.
Mob Rules.
Mob Rules.
Cocaine.
Yes, Mob Rules. Cocaine. Fucking amazing. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Tinley Coliseum. Incredible show. You going to play Mob Rules? What are you going to play? Do you remember hearing this in the movie Heavy Metal?
Yeah.
Different mix.
Well, fucking different mix.
So good. But we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of...
Well, Holy Diver, because he and Tony start to fight a little bit about
Taco
live
Bell.
record.
Taco Bell.
There's a little bit of pressure on Black Sabbath to start doing the old catalog. Ronnie, would you sing more
Ronnie's
songs?
all in on Taco Bell.
We're going to mix the live record, and we're going to put the guitars up front.
Don't like Del Taco.
So he leaves Sabbath.
Yeah. Some people like Carl's Jr. Some people think it's Hardy's. It's fucking madhouse out there.
But it's time for him to record his first fucking...
And he fucking
debut album!
You got wings of steel, but they never really move you. You only seem to crawl. You've been nailed to the wheel, but never really turning. You know you've got to. You've got to shout out. So let it out. You got the power.
Oh, so good.
Don't you ever, I remember seeing that record cover for the first time.
With Murray.
Sound Warehouse in the corner of San Mateo and Manal.
Oh, for me it was
with
fucking...
a priest in the water and chains.
Oh, yeah.
And some sort of demonic figure.
It was Music Plus for me. Went down to the valley. So great. Went up to the counter. I was like, hey, can I have that? Can I buy a game for my ColecoVision? You know? Do you guys have Intellivision cartridges? What's this? Is this new system called Vectrex? What's that? I used to buy the bubble gum, the mini album cover bubble gums.
Oh,
so great. And then there he is staring at me, Murray. He's like, Ahmed, buy me. I'm like, okay. I'll fucking buy you. And then later I'll lock up the wolves with you.
What happened?
Oh,
what was that?
What was that? Demons. Oh, the children of the night. Beautiful sound. Locking up the wolves.
She was straight from hell, but you never could tell, 'cause you were blinded by her light.
Yes.
She could crack your brain with magic pain and turn a pale shade of white. When I was only free, just me.
You know, they don't play this like when the Dio disciples go out and play. Like that's a fucking great track.
That's a great track.
It's a great track.
It's very Lady Evil. Let's be real. But it's a fucking banger. It's a Dio banger.
Caught in the middle.
Yeah, this.
Looking inside of yourself, you might see someone you don't know.
Shout out to 94 Rock and Rock 108 in Albuquerque. They fucking played this song.
Yeah, you know why? Because
it's fucking amazing.
Because it's fucking amazing. All right, go to the next track. It's a great song.
Are we going to mention Vivian Campbell?
He's the best.
He's the best. He's the best. And, that, you know, I think that it was cathartic because I know they went their separate ways. There was a kerfuffle in, you know, the relationships
Publishing
with those guys.
kerfuffle.
But I'm glad that he made an appearance in the Dio doc. That warmed my heart. You know,
I think he's come around to it a little bit. I think he's coming to understand. He's fucking been in Def Leppard for 30 years or whatever.
I know I say this every time, but Def Leppard is holding him back.
Oh.
You think so?
Yeah.
How so?
I don't know. I think we're going to see something from Vivian that's going to be great.
What? Well, like what?
I mean, outside of Def Leppard.
Yeah, but like what?
I don't know. Just hang on.
This feels like inside baseball right now, doesn't it?
You know, when Jakey Lee went to Ozzy, that sort of opened things up for Vivian Campbell to join Dio. That's just a weird little tangent in the... You know, when you're packing a bong...
walk us through it. Where do you start?
We've never packed a bong, so...
Are you kidding me? Fucking, I'm Amit Pack the Bong Zappa. Wait, tell me. So you put the needle down first, or what?
It's kind of an amazing because you got to reload it at some point.
Okay, so I know exactly what you mean when you say that.
But you want to be like exhaling.
Of course you do.
Like when you get to the chorus of this song. Yeah.
So again, you put the needle drop it.
But needle drop. Okay. You're a couple songs into the record.
But you run back.
You smoked out your first
run back from the record where the record stand is.
Yeah.
You hurry. You scurry back to the couch.
Yes.
Right.
Where everything is on the coffee table in front of you.
Okay.
And your bong. You got your weed. You got your box of weed.
Out or is it still in the bag?
Weed's out.
Okay, weed's out. Okay.
Weed's out.
But you're not worried that mommy's going to come in downstairs in the basement? Like, where are you doing
She's working.
So
she's on a night shift. You don't have to worry about
it. Yeah, and you're by yourself in your BVDs, or you're with some friends.
Yeah.
In your BVDs. How's this going?
Alone.
Okay. Have you rented?
And SCTV is on a TV with the sound off in the background.
SCTV.
Yeah.
Oh, Canadian comedy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But you got this on. Because your focus is on this. But it's just fun to have SCTV on in the background.
So we're clear. You're getting high to this song with Martin Short and John Candy in the background.
Well, you're hoping that Bob and Doug will show up.
Oh, because
that gives you the 1983 sandwich.
So wait, why aren't you then just renting in this recreation of the Time Machine fantasy? Why aren't you just watching the movie Strange Brew and then getting high?
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yes, that's next. That's later on tonight.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you, Amit.
Now I'm with you.
Thank you, Amit. Yes.
I love when the dog takes off and starts flying. It's fucking awesome, right? Strange Brew.
Because you want to be high for this.
Of course you do.
Okay, this album is better than Last in Line, right?
Oh no, we should do a and B. I don't know.
I don't know, Eddie Trunk. Which album is better, Last in Line or Holy Driver?
Is Eddie here?
You're being him right now.
Am I?
Yeah. Kind of. Invisible. When you're a kid, right? Like everything he's singing about, like, monsters, witches, demons, and all that. And then he's like leaning into the, I can be invisible. And then like the timing of that, and you're like, wait, and Chevy Chase is in the fucking shittiest version of the Invisible Man. Thank you, John Carpenter, for making such a fucking flop. Anyways, right?
First single.
How can you not like this? I mean, it's no Don Henley. Can I be right?
No.
Well,
I mean, it's no Don Henley.
I've been thinking about that the entire show. That Richie Kotzen thinks that Don is the greatest singer of all time.
I kind of get it now. When you listen to the power of Ronnie's voice, you do have to. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
Is Richie right? Hey, Richie. Richie, are you right? I don't know. Are you right, Richie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
this is it.
Yeah. This is heart of the matter. This is rock. This is rock at its finest right now. Thanks, Richie. Nailed it. All right.
Forgiveness.
Where are we on the track list here?
Even if.
Last song.
Even if.
Okay, well, guys, it's the last song, so I just want to say
It's the last song in line.
thank you, everyone, for watching and listening.
Everyone
to
online.
Rocktails.
For
All of you
tuning in.
online. Make sure you have a very awesome holiday weekend. Be responsible. Thank you, Ronnie, for being on the show.
You're welcome, Ahmed.
Thank you so much. Brando, you're back. I love you. You've barely been here.
I'll
but
see you at Big Bear. I'll just show up.
All right, thank you. Tricky Dicky, great fucking time today. To all of you, cheers. And remember to rock out with your cocktails out. Rocktails live at 5 every fucking Friday, 5 o'clock.
Tell your friends. God damn it.
Forgiving me the strangest dreams, but you never let me know just what they mean. And oh, so shame on the night. All right, and shame on you. You stole